Well, we're going to show you how to put together a box here. To put the box is kind of a simple little thing, comes in a package. And you can see how it comes, so we'll take the screws out of the lid. And the lid is kind of a semi-waterproof box, so it's got a little deal here to put it in. And this gasket that goes into the top of it fits in this way, and around these little grooves in the end kind of interesting how you put that in. But anyway, took a little practice before I got to where I could really get it in there. There, and then when you get down to the, catch up to the end of it there, you need to cut it, and I use these to cut it this way. That makes it pretty good, but now with it like this, put it over the top, and you can then press it. You line it up just right, it'll go right to the groove and fasten. So you see it pushes the gasket in there, and it holds real well there. So then I put the screws back in the lid this way, and one to one side. And now I've got the box that we need to put holes in, so we can wire the thing once it's installed. Let's see, there we go. In my drawing that I made of this, shows you how the thing's done here. So you can see the drawing shows you how to mark it and drill the holes. So I need to have about 5/16 of an inch down. Let's see. And of course these are over 1 inch or 2 inches. And 2.5 inches for this dimension here. Grab the dimension here. It's about 5/16 of an inch down also, but it's only over 3/4 inch. So I need to mark it so I can do it with my drill. So by turning the unit upside down here, and this tool I've got, so we get a better group. There's a better picture. Just happens to have a thickness here about what's right. So I put it down. Take a pencil, make a mark. Now, I need to mark it the other direction. So to follow the instructions on the other unit, I'll put it down here and there we are. I'm going to come in and make a mark 1 inch, and at 2 inches, and at 2 3/4 inch. So you see from that gives me the place to do the drilling. And then the other one is up on this point. Let's see. Do that right? It'll be like this. Oh, I didn't mark this on the right side. I'll make a mark on the right side so that I'll be drilling on the bottom and over here. And over here I'll come down 3/4 inch. You see that? There we go. And make a cross mark at that point. So now I'll have a hole at this point, and here, and here, and here. Well, I like to drill a small hole first. That way you get you to center punch very well on this thing to make it come out. So let's see if we can get it there. By putting the drill down, a good sharp drill down on the cross mat, it'll go right in, and it doesn't run around all over the place. You get a dull drill, that's can't. You need a good sharp drill to do it this way. And so for the other 3. It's important to have the distance pretty right from here to here, because when you put the unit down on the inside, see those little raised lips? If you're too far off, you'll either go through the lid, or you'll have to cut these off in order to get the card in. Now with that, the pilot hose drill, because I don't use too much pressure because it goes through pretty hard anyway. If you don't finish pretty smooth, you can bust the unit out. So there we are. So you can see we've got the holes here. We've got the hole here. Here's where the power supply comes in. This is for the on-site wiring. And we're going to have little rubber plugs in them that you can remove them and wire with. So, I'm working in the house. This is a nice job in the house, but if I don't keep the house reasonably clean, I'm in trouble. So we're going to clean it up. we go. That didn't take very long. Oh, I see I missed a little there. I'll get it right now then. Now let's see what we can do about putting the unit together with the unit in it. So this would be nicer if this up a little higher away from us there, so we can have room to work and you can still see what we're doing. That gets a little better view of things. There's a familiar one with the card in it. So, we'll remove this. And then next, we don't want to put that in there just yet, because we want to put the plug in for the power supply to plug into. And we'll dig it out here. This is a 5.5 by 2.1 millimeter plug. And that's what the power supply plugs into. It comes with that plug already on it. So we want to get this into it. So if we push it in here, this could be a little tricky here, but if you get it just right, it goes pretty good. I don't think that's quite right. Back it up and hopefully. Yeah, you see that when it gets just right, that screws right on, goes right on down. Then there's a small plug here and a larger one here, the length of it. You would put the positive lead to the short one in this particular case. So our wrench is a little large, but it's the right size for the nut. So what I'll do, I'll put the wrench on there and hold it over with one hand, and then I use a needle nose pliers here, and I just kind of turn this screw around until it feels tight. Then after it feels tight, I just keep on turning it around there. And I have the short plug on this side because the positive's on this side of the board, and this is on the negative long here. So now that that's in it, the next thing we're going to do, we're going to want to mount this into the box. And it'll go in like this, but the only trouble, you see, it's got to be trimmed to go to these, to fit it. Could have bought a bigger box, but then that makes an awful mess. So in this case here, we trim it just about like that. See the holes here for the mounting, and so we cut it so that that hole is gone. And then the other one the same way. Now we can put that right down in it. And if you push it on down, You got a unit that fits in there pretty snug. So we really don't even need a screw to hold it. We could put one in this other hole if you had cut it to where it was a little sloppy, but that is really snug. I don't think I'll bother with that. So now we're going to want to wire in this right back into this one. This happens to be right here. The ground wire is on this side. So if we put it back, you feed that right through that hole there. Well, I need to trim a little of that off because it's just really way too long. You can see it pull through the hole and push this side back down to the board. Oh, we didn't leave enough length on our wire there. So we'll need to make it a little bit longer, so I'll just get the solder the wire here, get the soldering gun heating up. Get the wire out, and then the end of this I'll trim off a little because you get this end worked over pretty good using it, and then that makes it tough to use. So we're going to put this in through that one, with the aid of a magnifying glass in this case. Well, a bit of that. There we're at it. Now, let me find my tools. There it is on the floor. There we go. So to make a good connection here, put those together so that then you can twist them. Oh, got them twisted together. I'll solder that. If our gun's hot enough here. It says it is. The light's on. Looks pretty clean. There's a little bit on it. So we'll just solder these together here. And while we're at it, then we'll solder the wires from the input unit. They look pretty good. Now we'll trim it. That looks pretty good. So we'll plug it into the power supply and see what happens here. We turn it on. Hey, we have a light. So now, look at this. From the out to the fan or pump you're going to use to circulate the air or water that's hot is furnished by this one. This is a 12 volt DC unit, and you plug it into here through this hole. Then for the sensor on the heated area, you can actually put it in here and leave it just in the box if the box is in the area you're heating. And then the sensor for the heater, you bring the wires from the heater to here and wire it at this point to the heater. This is our adjustment for the maximum temperature. So it once the box in the area reaches the temperature you want it to, it can be turned off by adjusting this screw here. Then when the temperature drops, it'll go back to heat. And the unit is measuring the voltage from the lower unit gets higher than the voltage on the upper unit here. It turns on, and the fan's turned on, or the pump, to furnish the heat to the area being heated. If this area here is colder than this one, it'll be turned off. It only allows the pump to run when the heated area is hotter, when the heater is hotter than the heated area. When the heater is colder than the heated area, it's turned off. So we can illustrate that too in another little bit here, of how to do that part. That's another thing, wiring up the sensors.